Talking about those warm temperatures yesterday and today. I do love warm weather, but with it are those fire danger concerns.
Yes, so with warm weather does come those fire danger concerns, as we just saw there from CAL FIRE, but it is going to be a warm one today. So being fire safe and fire aware is always important, but especially important when our temperatures are warmer. Taking a look at Domenico's on the Wharf, that sun is starting to peek in. Sunrise in Monterey, 7:05 a.m. Sunrise in Salinas, locally here, 7:04 a.m. You can see that sun is kind of starting to peek in, but we're not quite there yet. Can't see very many clouds, not a lot of fog in the picture here either, but let's take a look at our futurecast to see what is going on with those clouds and fog for the rest of the day. Looking at our futurecast, no clouds. Look at that, no clouds. It's going to be a clear one out there going into the afternoon. And as we go into the evening, still going to be clear. So do whatever you can to stay safe from the sun. That's going to be sunscreen, water, whatever it takes to stay sun safe. And it's going to be clear all the way into tomorrow morning as well. So clear skies out there today, folks. A good one to spend outside. And now let's take a look at our temperatures for today and tonight, starting along the Santa Cruz coast with Santa Cruz and Capitola. It's going to be a really beautiful day out there, looking at highs in the low 80s, 82 high for both Santa Cruz and Capitola, and the lows being in the lower 60s. And as we go into the Santa Cruz mountain ranges, that's where things are going to start getting warmer. Looking in Boulder Creek, we're going to hit 92 degrees as that high. It's going to be hot with 63 degrees as that low. And as we get closer to the Santa Cruz coast, those temperatures will be a little bit cooler as we get to the coast, and those are going to be the coolest. Now taking a look at more temperatures from Aptos all the way to Marina along this coast right here, it's going to be temperatures in our highs are going to be anywhere in those high 70s to low 80s, and the lows being across the board in the lower 60s. And as we move inland and we look at Morgan Hill, that's where it's going to be warmer in Morgan Hill and Gilroy in the Salinas Valley a little bit. So it's going to be 92 degrees in Gilroy and in Morgan Hill 91 degrees. It's going to be hot out there. So again, sunscreen, water, whatever it is to stay cool out there. And speaking of staying cool, if you really want to stay cool, the coolest part of our area is going to be at the peninsula. And we're looking at temperatures across the board. Highs going to be anywhere from the mid 70s all the way up to the upper 70s, which is just stunning gorgeous. And then for our lows, it's going to be anywhere in the lower 60s. So again, if you want to stay a little bit cooler, head over to the peninsula. And now we're going to take a look at temperatures going from the Big Sur coast to Carmel Valley all the way into the Salinas Valley, and that's where things are going to get a little bit warmer. Taking a look at our high in Big Sur, it's going to be 77 degrees is that high, 67 degrees is that low. And in the Carmel Valley, things are going to start getting a little bit warmer with that high at 85 degrees and a little bit cooler with that low, with the low of 63. And as we go into the Salinas Valley, that's where things start to get warmer as we're getting into the higher 80s for that high, and the lows being in the high 50s and lower 60s. And looking inland, we are hitting 90s today. Yes, going to hit the 90s in Bradley, 93 degrees as our highest high on the map, and low 57. And now let's take a look at our 7-day forecast for our coastal areas. It's going to be a nice one out there for the rest of the week, but definitely a bit of a warmer one. Things will start to cool down with our highs going back into the 60s by the beginning of next week, and our lows staying in the low 60s and higher 50s. And for our inland areas, that's where things start to get warmer. We'll be hitting the 90s Thursday through Saturday in those highs, and cooling down by next week in those higher to mid 70s, and those highs and those lows being in the low 60s and mid 50s.